Hello, guys. This morning, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just walk you through what the next step for the Halloween poem is. And that would be starting to get some of your, your practice ideas and your practice stanzas figured out. If you want to call it kind of your rough draft, that's pretty accurate. So, how this works is if you're looking back on this particular activity where you came up with many different nouns, verbs, adjectives. If you have that list, what's helpful to know is that you're going to use probably some of them, but definitely don't have to use all of them. And if you don't even want to use any of them, that's fine too. But what we did this activity for was to basically give us just a word bank necessarily of different parts of speech that could be affiliated with Halloween related things. Okay, so with the assignment for today, and in fact, you don't even have to use this particular image. I just wanted to show you all that in class, the students were given a paper that had space for their practice paragraph one. So stanza one, two, three, four, and five. Okay, so basically, you're going to write a poem of at least five stanzas or five paragraphs. Okay, and on every line, there should be at least four lines, by the way, and there should also be five or more words. Okay, that's the theory. If you have trouble hitting that, that's fine. But here essentially is what you're going to do. I'll just use stanza one as an example. In these practice boxes, or just in you all's case, you could do it on a practice piece of filler paper. You want to start trying to come away with your story. So, for instance, if you know that you're going to have several different scenes in your story, like I know a lot of people are going to maybe write about entering a haunted house where there's going to be a lot of different rooms that they're going to go into, or maybe they're going to talk about trick or treating. And as they're walking to different places, maybe each stanza represents different things they see. But basically, in the boxes or in your practice paragraphs, you want to start coming up with your sentences about what's going on. Okay, obviously, there's going to be some perfecting it a little bit later or adding words, taking words away. But the big thing that we're going to focus on in class is trying to come up with our rhyme scheme as well as our overall poem. So, in your rhyme scheme, you can have what's known as kind of an AA rhyming coupling or like an AB. Okay, and either one of them is fine. But an AA is where everything at the end rhymes. So if you write a sentence like something, 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 cat, and then something, 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 bat, and then something, 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 hat, right? That's an AA rhyme scheme because everything at the end of the sentence has the same sound. Okay, so cat, bat, rat, fat, whatever it is. Okay, so that's your AA choice. The AB choice, a lot of people like to do, but that's an alternating rhyme scheme. So it could be like something, 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 bat, something, 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 witch, something, 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 cat, something, 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 itch, right? So you have like bat, witch, cat, itch. So it's like a B rhyme coupling or rhyme sequence. Okay. So again, really, there's not much more for me to tell you all on how to do this because now you're in the realm of trying to come up with your poem. So again, this is not necessarily the final version, so you can make changes. You can just start with some ideas. You can add words. Ideally, every stanza would have at least four lines, and if you guys go beyond that, that's perfectly fine. And as many as words, I would say five or more words per line. If in one case you really just have to have four words, I bet you could probably squeeze in an adjective somewhere just to make it five. It's pretty easy to just add adjectives in a lot of these cases. Okay, so for today, again, let's try this stanza thing. Let's not worry about submitting it necessarily because I know depending on how uh, solid of an idea you feel like you have versus if you feel like you have no idea on what you want to do, I can understand that. But let's really try to start getting our idea wrapped up and then start getting some of our scenes figured out. Like I said, every one of these stanzas can be a different character introduction, or it can be a different scene in the poem, or it can be about the same character all the way through, like some of these poems that you guys read over the last few days. Okay, it can be all about a skeleton and all about a werewolf or a vampire or Frankenstein making a sandwich. You know, there's all kinds of different choices. So With this, again, you're just trying to get your practice poem or your rough draft version of it kind of on the ground running. Okay, so definitely I'll be talking to you all about the final draft here really soon, and I wish you luck on your ideas on how this is going to work. But again, you're just kind of just coming up with your idea on how you want to work it today, coming up with some thoughts on how you want to put it into the paragraph stanza form, and then we'll start looking at the final draft here pretty soon. All right, see you all.